Well, I'm sure Billy Meyer would love to see that, but this is one man he doesn't want to see in the finals, and that is Frank Hawley. Here is Tripp Shumake, the Team B car. They actually call them the A team and the B team, Steve.
Oh, that's right. Billy calls this the Team B, but they have flown in mechanics from all over the country. Grover Rogers from Texas, Donnie Couch from California, to put together a nucleus with which to get this car ready. Now, here in the tower lane, only one man really works on the car as far as tuning it, and that is the owner, Austin Coyle, we just saw backing up the car. Tripp Shumake for Billy Meyer. Donnie Couch lining up. Tripp Shumake. It says Billy Meyer. Don't believe it. It's Shumake. Here in the near lane, the Bucks Down Chi-Town Hustler, the most amazing story of this 1982 Winston season.
Can he make it pay off? All the effort and all the money that Billy Meyer has spent to get Tripp Shumake into a blocking position. This is the car he has got to block, and Tripp Shumake is pulling away in the middle of the course, and Tripp Shumake defeats the points leader in the Winston World Championship points chase. Tripp Shumake, 6.03. Frank Hawley, a 6.18.
Now it is Tripp Shumake leaving first by about 2/100ths of a second, and he never looked back. I believe the Chi-Town crew were running a little conservative, didn't want to take a chance of smoking the tires, maybe beat themselves.
Out of the car comes Tripp Shumake. He is in the finals. He goes over to shake the hand of Frank Hawley, and Billy Meyer is sitting back waiting. He knows that he's got the shot at it now because Tripp Shumake has done exactly what he was hired to do, driving that Ford EXP-bodied car to victory over Frank Hawley.
Now it's nervous time for Frank Hawley. Even though he's out of competition, he may still have that world championship. If indeed Billy Meyer can be defeated in this round. If Meyer wins here and wins the race, he could mathematically pick the pocket of Frank Hawley and the popular Chi-Town gang. Kenny Bernstein here in the near lane, a fellow Texan, but right now he'll show no quarter whatsoever. Bernstein, who won, as I mentioned earlier, the Golden Gate Nationals a couple of weeks ago, finished number 3 in the world last year. This is going to be a Texas shootout.
It sure is, and Billy Meyer is coming hot off of that big win at the U.S. Nationals, the most prestigious of them all, certainly the quickest funny car race and qualifying session ever in the history of drag racing. For Bernstein and Meyer, oh, they've chased the whole year. Here's Frank Hawley. Look at him. He can't even stand to watch what's going on up on the starting line, but he's got to turn around and come back, Steve.
Hawley's at the end of the racetrack waiting for the winner, and he hopes that it is not this car, that it's this car. Kenny Bernstein and the Budweiser King. If Bernstein can win here, Frank Hawley will officially fulfill his dream of being the Winston Funny Car World Champion.
A great start for both drivers from this vantage point. It looks like Bernstein, but here comes the Firebird, and who won it? It's hard to say. Oh, the joy on the crew of Frank Hawley tells you Kenny Bernstein was the winner. Steve, they're a happy bunch.
Austin Coyle, his Lady Barbara, Frank Hawley and the crew. A 5-year-old race car. Frank Hawley, the crew of the Chi-Town car, going over to congratulate Kenny Bernstein. 2 weeks ago, at the Golden Gate Nationals, it was Bernstein that defeated Frank Hawley with a hole shot. He wasn't congratulating him then. A wonderful moment for the Chi-Town crew.
An incredibly close race from start to finish. Identical elapsed times, 6.02 seconds. Identical top speeds, 244.54 miles an hour. And at the finish line, it was just a matter of inches as Kenny Bernstein won it. Steve had a chance to ask Kenny how close it really was.
It's the closest race I've ever had in my life, Steve. I really thought he won. I honestly did. And I never felt that before.
You left first again, as you did on Hawley 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm taking the right vitamins, I guess.
Well, the right vitamins are sure paying off for Kenny Bernstein today. He is in the finals against Tripp Shumake in the team car of Billy Meyer. And some tremendously close racing has marked this funny cars show, and Tripp Shumake has been one of the real stories. A couple of weeks ago, he was in retirement. Steve talked with his wife, Susie.
Well, we just gave up on drag racing. You know, we quit. He'd quit in June. We bought 3-wheel motorcycles. We were out camping during Labor Day weekend. I mean, we're just having a ball. And when Billy Meyer called that morning, we just, you know, that's the best kind of surprises. It's kind of like Christmas morning for us, you know. And this last night was like Christmas Eve for us. You know, you never know what to expect.